Welcome, dear friends. Another day, another loving opportunity to learn with Emmanuel. Today's message from the book Words of Life Eternal. I should say our discussion is inspired by the book Words of Life Eternal, right? We are here to learn to grow with no monetary means, no agenda other than to improve ourselves. Make sure you like, subscribe, that you join us in the different social media platforms so that we can bring this content to our lives and to the life of others. Today's message is from chapter 109 of Words of Life Eternal that says that it was titled In the Realm of Speech. And Emmanuel chose a Bible quote for Peter chapter 3 verse 10 that says, whoever would love life and see good days must keep his or her tongue from evil. So today we're going to talk about the speech, right? The medium that I'm using right now to communicate with you. He says, Emmanuel says, reflect on the good you hope to receive through the words of others, so that your own words do not become instruments of harm. When you need help, you are grateful to the friend who supports your request with kind and sympathetic words. When you make a mistake and others criticize your lack of vigilance, you appreciate the understanding words of the person who defends or who accuses you. When your spirit is shaken by the trials of life, you regard as heavenly sent the generous advice of those who encourage patience. Amid bitter struggles, when complaint or despair escape our lips, you bless the assistance of those who calm you with words of tolerance. Whenever you are about to complicate a problem or sour another person's spirit through your speech, remember the verbal support that you yourself need from others. Almost done. I'm going to let the last three sentences for a little bit later. So let's take this in. Reflecting on the good we hope to receive through the words that others speak towards us. And he says, then our own words will not become instruments of harm. Here is the lens of do unto others. If I don't want, right, to receive criticism, my words are not of criticism. If I need help, says here, we are grateful for those who support us through sympathetic and kind words, right? We don't want to go out of our way, be humble, and go to someone and say, I need help, only to be received with sour and not kind words. So we are using kind and sympathetic words when we go to support someone. When we make a mistake, someone points that a mistake was due to our lack of vigilance. We appreciate the words of those who both defend you on your mistake, of those who excuse us from our mistakes. So we are thinking, if I see someone incurring an error, then I go and I have understanding words. We'd never know what someone is going through to have made choice A, B, or C. So who are we? If God is not judging us, God has established laws that once we break the laws, there are consequences, actions, and consequences to the actions. Who are we to judge others? So he says here, when your spirit is shaken by the trials of daily life, whose spirit is not at some point shaken by the trials of life? That allows us to repair, to expiate, to grow, pain evolution, right? Pain growth. Then we regard as sent from heaven, heavenly sent, the generous advice of those who encourage us to be patient. So if we are shaken by trials, and because this is a world of trials and expiations, then we would love to receive generous advice and be patient. So we remember, okay, this shall pass. And then if I am to give generous advice of patience to someone, may it be in a time where they are undergoing trials. So he says, when we are forced into difficult situations, our anxiety is eased by comforting words. Therefore, we have comforting words towards others. Reflection. How is our speech today? How were the words that so far before we listened to Emmanuel have we uttered? Have we spoken? Have they been kind, sympathetic? Have they been understanding words towards our loved ones and those who we know, and even those who we don't know? Have they been full of generous advice to encourage our fellow beings to be patient? Are we using comforting words to ease the anxiety of others? Because we don't see ourselves as having that much influence, but you have a lot of influence. We are models for others. Humans have mirror neurons in their brain, meaning you copy what others do. You're watching someone run the red light. You're likely that you're going to run the red light as well, if not on this light, the next life. So we are copying other people's behaviors unconsciously. We see someone pick up litter, we may pick up litter. We see someone being kind, we're going to be kind. So we need to externalize the good we want to see in the world and be the example to others. You have a lot of influence, not only with the spirits that are all around us watching us, but also with the incarnate beings that make up our families, our friends, our acquaintances, so on and so forth. So how are we doing so far in terms of speech? In the book Calmness, which we studied a while ago, there's a playlist for the book Calmness in our YouTube channel. Emmanuel says that the voice, your words are your sound portrait. So the spirits can feel, other beings, not just spirits, can feel the vibrations of our words, the tone of voice, how we say things, our body language. All of that has influence wherever you go, wherever you are. So from this point on, we are going to give to others what we want given to us, because Emmanuel says, if we wish to enjoy the treasures of life and time, let us apply the golden rule to our speech. And so what do? He says, let us inspire in others the peace we ourselves desire, and let us speak of others as we would wish others speak of us. Dear friends, what a blessing to be with you today. Every time we come together is an opportunity for learning. And God willing, I'll be back with you another time in a few days with another learning with Emmanuel. You take care. Bye-bye.